Hi guys, it's Michelle and I'm back with another crafting vlog. So it is Sunday, February 20th at 11:46 a.m. I'm back in the craft room and I'm working on a new plushie design, which is a milkshake plushie. So I started working on it yesterday and I'm hoping to make a lot of progress today and get a lot of it done. So that is my plan for today. And yeah, for whatever reason, I've really been inspired to make plushies in cups. I don't know why, but that's kind of what I've been into. I just made the parfait plushie, which was in a cup, as you can see. And then I had also made the pumpkin spice latte not too long ago, which was in a cup as well. So I don't know why I've been into those types of plushies, but that's just kind of what I've been into right now, what I'm kind of just feeling and inspired to do. So for whatever reason, I was inspired to make a milkshake plushie, so that is what I am working on. So on the parfait plushies, they are in cups, and I am using that as like a starting point for the milkshake plushie because I am using the same like general concept for the cup for the milkshake plushie, but I am redesigning it completely because it's a completely different cup. Like, it looks very different. So on the parfait plushie, the cup has a pretty wide angle coming out, and then also on the top it had these little pieces coming out that were all separate. That was just the style of cup I wanted for the parfait plushie. But for the milkshake plushie, these are my prototypes so far. I wanted to make it a lot taller than the parfait plushie, and then also I wanted to have a lot more pieces going around because on like a traditional milkshake glass, it has like a ton of edges going around and they're very small. And so I wanted to try and make more pieces going around. On the parfait plushie, I only had 5 pieces going around the cup. And for this one, which was my first prototype, I had 7 pieces going around, but I still felt like the pieces were too big and I wanted to try and make them a little bit smaller to look even more like a milkshake glass. So this was my second prototype, and as you can see, I made them smaller, and for this one I actually had 9 pieces going around. I am a lot happier with this one, but I don't know if I want to change it. I'm still thinking about it. This one I might make like a little bigger. I still haven't decided if I want to make like down here a little bigger. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I like it, but I'm like, oh, is there anything I want to change before I just move forward with this design? So I don't know. I'm still playing around with it in my head. But yeah, these were the 2 prototype designs I had made. For the first one, as you can see, I didn't use a color that I would have used for my milkshake plushies, and that's just because it doesn't really matter what color you use for prototypes because it's just a prototype. You're just trying to get the overall design of the pieces, not necessarily finalizing the actual plushie, just trying to finalize the pattern. So it doesn't really matter what color you use. So I just had a lot of felt in that color on hand, and I don't typically use it too often. So I'm like, hey, why don't I just use it for this prototype plushie? So I kind of just use that color. And then yeah, for the second prototype, I'm like, you know, I think I have a better handle on the design. I think this one might come out a lot better. So I wanted to actually use a color that is going to be used on the final design just to help visualize what it's going to look like. So I used antique white here, which is the color I am planning to use for the vanilla milkshake. So that is why I used those colors. And yeah, I didn't even finish sewing them together. As you can see, I kind of just stuffed them up on the top, and there's like stuffing pouring out on the bottom and the top because it doesn't really matter. I'm not really trying to finish these plushies. I'm just trying to get an idea if these pattern pieces work and if I'm happy with them to move forward with the final design. So these by no means are final designs, they're just prototypes. So I really don't care how they look. I'm just trying to finalize the pattern pieces. So that is what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to try to make more progress on the milkshake plushie and finish the pattern. I don't know how much I'm going to finish, but I do have all day, so hopefully I'm able to get a good chunk of it done. And I will bring you along as I make progress on the plushie. And I also just want to point out that I did get the white and pink cup over here. If you watched my craft room tour, I had told you that I got a blue and white one at Target, which is actually just right over there. And I really wanted to get the white and the pink one. And I told my husband, and he was so kind enough to go and get it for me for Valentine's Day. It was part of my gift. So he's such a sweetheart. So now I have the blue and the pink one in my craft room, and they're just both so pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna put in the pink one yet. I haven't decided, but I actually didn't know this when I got them, but these are actually planters. So they have like little holes on the bottom so the water can drain out for a plant. So I don't know, maybe I'll put a plant in it. I think that'd look really cute, but I can't put a real plant in it because there's nowhere to really put it in this room where it'll get sunlight. So I feel like it would just die, and I really don't want to have a dead plant in the craft room. So maybe I can get like a fake plant to put in it. I don't know. I'll see what I end up putting in it, but it's so cute. It just looks like a candy to me, like that pink and white stripes. It just reminds me of candy. It's so cute and pretty, and I'm really happy to have it in the craft room. And then yeah, over here I have my new mug that I got from Target as well. It's so pretty. I got this 2 weeks ago, I think, and I just love it so much. All the mugs in our house like aren't cute, so I wanted to get like a cute one that's just special for me, and this is the one that I got. So I have my coffee in here, and I'm gonna get back to crafting. I can't believe I forgot to show you guys the initial sketch of my Milkshake plushie, so let me show you that real quick, and that is this right here. I always like to sketch my ideas before I start designing them, just so I can help visualize it. So this is what I had drawn for the Milkshake plushie, and like I was saying, I wanted to make the glass pretty tall and also narrow and have lots of pieces going around it, so that is what I sketched right here. And then I also have a striped straw, some whipped cream, and a cherry. So that is my initial idea, but we'll see what I end up doing. And then another idea I had sketched down here was to put like chocolate on the top of the glass with a bunch of beads on it as sprinkles. So I don't know if I'll end up doing that, but that is an idea I had. Sometimes when I make plushies, the initial sketch ends up looking like exactly what I end up doing, but other times the initial sketch is just like a starting point, and as I make the plushie, it changes quite a bit. So we'll see what I end up doing, but I just wanted to share my initial sketch with you guys. So it's been quite a few hours, and I am so frustrated with myself. So I had the idea of modifying the pattern to make this part down here a little bit bigger, and that's what I did, and this is how it turned out. This one's kind of falling over on it. Let me get that out of the way. Yeah, this was my third prototype idea, and oh my gosh, I hate it. I think my second prototype looks so much better, so I'm kind of annoyed I spent so much time sewing this together, but I never would have known that I didn't like it if I didn't try it. So at least I tried it, but it was overall a waste of my time. So this one I think I'm going to scrap, and I'm going to go back to the second prototype I made as the pattern I want to move forward with. I think just having that sharp angle right here gives it a really nice look. Having it too big on the bottom just takes that effect away. I don't know, I really like this one a lot more than that one, so I sewed the circle part on the bottom, and I am really liking how that looks. So I'm going to draw that pattern piece on the computer now, and I'm going to try and make that one as the final design. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I put a little whipped cream up here that I stole from the Parfait plushie just to see what it would look like, and overall I am really liking it, so I will try that out and catch back with you guys later. Okay, it is now Sunday night, and I have made 4 prototypes, and I am not sure if I want to move forward with this 4th one as my final design or not. It's like I really like it. I'm talking about this one right here. I really love the cup. I think it's really cool, but the only thing I have like a little hiccup about is the glass has like a very sharp, you know, point going down. Like the angle is very sharp. And on a standard like traditional milkshake glass, it's usually kind of like curved. Like if you Google milkshake, you'll know what I'm talking about. It kind of has a curved look to it. And I know this like doesn't really matter. Like the cup looks really cool like it is right now, but it is just bothering me. I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I should try again and try to make it with that curved look. So I don't know, I feel like I am going to try again, but honestly the cup does look really cool and nice like this. It's just that little thing about it. I'm kind of like, can I try to incorporate that in? I don't know. I think I'm going to try because otherwise it's just going to bother me. But at the same time, it's like when I tried doing this where I made this part a little bigger, it ended up just being a huge waste of my time. So I'm kind of just like going back and forth. Is it worth trying? Is it worth not trying? I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But overall, even if I try it and it doesn't work, I think this cup does look really cool. I love the height of it. I think it's a really good height. I also think it looks really good with all those little division pieces going across with all those little edges. I love the base of it. I think that looks so cool. So I don't hate it, but I'm just thinking, does it need that little tweak to it? I don't know if it's worth doing it or not, but I'll see. And then, yeah, I finished the cup. So right now it's just full of stuffing. I didn't finish the interior, but I did finish the interior of the cup, this piece right here. As you can see, they're sewn together. That interior piece took me so long. Oh my gosh. It was so many trial and errors until I finally got it to fit in correctly. But I finally did. And yeah, I'm going to call it a night for now because I'm getting really tired, but I may or may not try and add that curve to the cup, but even if I try adding it in and it doesn't work out, at least this cup, the way it is right now, it does look really cool and I am happy with it, but I feel like I owe it to myself to at least try to see what it would look like with that curve. I don't know if I can pull it off or not, but I want to try. So I think I'll try that later on this week, but for now I am done. I'm calling it a night and I'll see you guys later. Hi guys, it is now Wednesday night and I've made quite a lot of progress with the Milkshake plushie, and I did take some time to redesign the cup to make it have that curved shape like I was talking about before. So as you can see on the pink cup right here, it has that curved shape. And I am so happy I took the time to redesign it because I think it looks so much better. It just looks so much more like a milkshake glass in my opinion. And I'm so happy with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like the other cup that I had designed, which was this one right here. It just wasn't screaming milkshake glass to me. So I'm not like gonna scrap this design because I might use it for another plushie later down the line, but I didn't necessarily want to use it for this one. So I'll put this in the bin for ideas for later plushies maybe in the future because I'm not necessarily ready to just throw this idea out the window, but I didn't want to use it right now. So that is a maybe plushie later down the line idea. But for the milkshake, I'm really happy with how it's coming out. I did make a lot of the accessories on it so far. So as you can see, I made a little whipped cream, a little cherry, and then the straw is up here as well. I did have to make 2 types of straws. So that was actually my second straw that I had made. This was my first one, and I had sewed it together using the back stitch, and then I turned it inside out. And since I had to turn it inside out, I couldn't make it too small because then otherwise I wouldn't have been able to turn it inside out. So it had to be kind of big, and I thought it was just way too big to be a straw. So I ended up making it a different way, and I think that one looks so much better and so much more like a straw. So I really like how that one came out. And I love how I have the ribbon wrapped around it to give it that striped look. And since the ribbon's shiny, it's a satin ribbon, it just looks so pretty. Absolutely love it. And then I have some beads pinned down here as well just to put some sprinkles on it. Right now everything is just pinned down because I just am putting it down to like visualize it, see what I want to do. Like nothing is glued down yet. Like honestly, I haven't even finished the interior of the Milkshake plush. It's just full of stuffing. So that still all needs to be done. But I'm just trying to get the general idea to make sure I'm happy with the shape of the cup and the size of the cup before I start designing the interior, because I have gone through so many prototypes so far. I can't believe I have made this many. I did not think the milkshake glass was going to take me this many times, but it just did, you know? So I think I'm up to my 5th prototype right now. As you can see, there are 3 right here, and I have 2 others over here as well. I don't know if I can show them on the camera. So yeah, I have 2, and then I have these 3. So 5 prototypes. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. It does not normally take me 5 prototypes to finish a plushie, but it is what it is. Normally when it takes me too many prototypes, I start to get really frustrated, and I'm like, I'll come back to this idea later, but I have been determined to make this milkshake plushie. So I have you know, pushed through it, and I finally came to a cup pattern that I am happy with. But I'm still not done yet. I still got quite a bit to go, but so far I'm really happy with it, and just gonna have to keep working on it. So yeah, that's where I am right now, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. And yeah, my table is getting messier and messier as I work and design stuff, as you can see. Oh my gosh, it just slowly becomes a gigantic mess. And then, oh yeah, before I forget, I did have another idea for the Milkshake plushie, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do this or not, but it was just an idea, and this is by no means the final piece, but just for me to help visualize what it would look like. I cut out kind of like a chocolate drizzle piece to see what it would look like if I wrapped it around the top. I really like how it looks, but the only thing that's really like concerning to me is the chocolate drizzle's here, but then you can see the pink cup in there, and I think that just looks really off. Like, I think in here would have to be brown too for the chocolate to be like, you know, for it to make sense on the cup. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to like play around with that and see if I can somehow design that in. But I really do like that chocolate drizzle. I think it looks really cool. So I might try to incorporate that into the plushie as like an option. You can make it with it or without it. So I don't know. Just playing with ideas and continuing to make progress on it. And I will catch back with you guys later. This plushie is so tall, it's hard to get it to fit on the camera. But anyway, it is now Saturday, February 26th at 5:26 p.m. It is now my second week working on the Milkshake plushie, and I have made a lot of progress. So I'm really happy with how far I've gotten, and I figured out a way to add that chocolate drizzle onto the plushie. So I basically have all the pattern pieces designed. I now just need to draw them all on the computer. I shouldn't say that. I have been drawing a lot of them on the computer, but I need to finalize it on the computer. And then once the pattern's all done on the computer, I'm gonna print it out and make my final plushies using the PDF pattern. So that is my plan. But yeah, I am so happy I took time to figure out how to figure out how to add that chocolate drizzle around the Milkshake plushie. It looks so cool. I just love it. So I made it so there is the chocolate on the top, so it's in the filling, and then also on the inside of the cup is chocolate as well, so it kind of looks like the chocolate is overflowing and dripping down on the sides. And it was really hard to do that because the interior of the cup, I couldn't make the whole piece brown, because having the antique white piece against the brown piece you could see through the antique white piece, and it didn't look good on the exterior of the plushie. So I had to make the interior piece antique white too, but I still wanted the top to be brown. So I ended up making it both. So the top of the interior of the cup is brown, but the rest of it is antique white, so it doesn't see through on the outside of the cup. So that took me a bit of time to figure out and to design, but overall I am so happy with it. I think it looks so cool, and really happy with the progress I've made on this plushie. But gosh, it has taken me a long time. I don't normally have to make that many prototypes, but hey, it's just how long it took. And yeah, I'm gonna go finalize that pattern on the computer, and then I'm gonna plan to make my final Milkshake plushies. I think I'm gonna make a vanilla one with the antique white color like I have here, and then a pink one for strawberry. And then the third one, I haven't decided if I want to make a chocolate milkshake or if I want to make like a mint milkshake. So it's going to be one or the other. So those are the three I'm thinking of doing. And then I'll probably make 2 of them with the chocolate drizzle and maybe 1 without, because you can make it either way. And I want to give you guys options and ideas on how you can make your plushies. So you can make it with the chocolate drizzle or without the chocolate drizzle. It's however you want to make it. I love making my plushies with lots of different variations to help give you guys lots of ideas, because, you know, just because I design it a certain way, it doesn't mean you have to design it that exact same way. You can modify it and make it your own. So that is what I am going to be doing, and I will catch back with you guys later. Hey guys, it's now Saturday, March 5th, so that means this is my third week working on the Milkshake plushies. Unfortunately, I didn't really have too much time to work on the plushies last week. Sometimes life just gets really busy and I really try to not get too discouraged. When it gets like that, I always tell myself once things slow down, I will get back to my plushie making, and that's exactly what I did once things got a little less busy, and when the weekend came, I have gotten back to my plushies. So I did ultimately decide to go forward with all 4 of the Milkshake plushies. I know before I was saying I was just gonna make 3 and I was between the chocolate and the mint, but I just decided to make both of them. I feel like I always do that. My ideas just get out of hand and I keep growing and adding to it, and I don't know. I need to be better at like reining in my ideas, but I don't know, I just get so inspired and I feel like being creative and making all of them, but it just takes so much time to make them all. But I love seeing all the creations and I just have so much fun making them all, but I need to be better at reining in my ideas, but I'm having so much fun making these, so I couldn't help it. But yeah, as you can see, I made the vanilla with the chocolate drizzle, the chocolate with the chocolate drizzle, strawberry, and then mint. And this is how far I've gotten with all of them. And I have made a lot of progress, but still a bit to go. I still have to make the filling for the mint and the filling for the vanilla. And then I have to make the whipped cream topping for 3 of them. I still have 3 cherries to make and all 4 straws to make. So these are the little striped straws right here. So I have quite a bit to go. I'm really hoping I can get all this done tomorrow so I can get it done before the work week starts. So fingers crossed I can get it done. I think it's doable, but we will see. And that is my plan for tomorrow. I had to go and pick up more white felt before I could make much more progress with these plushies. So I actually went to Michael's today to go get some more white felt, and they only had 2 sheets of white felt. So this is all I ended up getting at Michael's, was these 2 sheets. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a problem. There's only 2 sheets. I have so much white glitter felt, but I don't really have much plain white felt. So I ended up then going to Walmart to get some white felt, and they thankfully had white felt. So I then went there and got quite a few sheets from Walmart. So thankfully they had some white felt. And then while there, I also got some tan felt. And then I also got, yeah, I'll do a little haul for you guys. I picked up a few things at Walmart. I couldn't help myself. Whenever I go in the craft aisle, I feel like I always pick up a few things. They're just so cute and I can't help myself. So I ended up getting this really pretty ribbon. I just think it's gorgeous. If it will focus. Isn't that so pretty? The pink flowers and the gold leaves, just so pretty. I thought this may look nice if I ever end up making that tea set. I think this would be a really pretty ribbon for it. So I picked that up. And then I also got, oops, sorry, it's all blurry. I also got a few buttons from there as well, because I have a few ideas that I think buttons would look really cute on. So I ended up getting these pink buttons. And then I also got these blue and green ones. And then I also got these, which I thought were a lot of really fun colors. So I picked up all of these as well. And then the last thing I got from Walmart was some cream thread. I was starting to run a little low. Whoops, sorry, it's not focusing. There we go. So I just wanted to pick up some of that Coats & Clark thread. So that's everything I got when I went out shopping. And now that I have the white felt, I can actually finish these Milkshake plushies. And yeah, another thing is, as you can see on the table, I put down one of the tablecloths that I have on the table. So as you can see, it has that really pretty floral tablecloth. And I absolutely love it. I think it's so pretty. I'm really happy I put it down. I don't know why that never occurred to me earlier, to put a tablecloth down and just spruce up the table and make it a little more pretty and fun. So I don't know, maybe I'll change up the tablecloths as seasons go, and keep it fresh and fun. But for right now, I'm really liking this floral tablecloth. It's just so pretty. It was actually one that my mom had just given to me when she had, and I just got for free from her. So I love having it out, and it kind of just reminds me of my childhood house, honestly. So it's some nice memories, and it looks so pretty in the craft room. I really love floral designs, as you can see with the floral tablecloth and then the 2 floral boxes right back there. But yeah, so that's my plan. I'm going to work more on these Milkshake plushies tomorrow. Fingers crossed I can actually get them done, and I'll share with you what I get done tomorrow. Hi guys, it's now Sunday night and I made a ton of progress on the Milkshake plushies. As you can see, I basically put together everything for the chocolate, strawberry, and mint milkshakes. So all that is left is the vanilla milkshake. I did start sewing the beads on it, but I have quite a bit of beads left to sew onto it. And I did make the straw. I wanted to put a yellow one on the vanilla milkshake, so all of them have different colored straws. The vanilla is going to have a yellow one, the chocolate has a red straw, the strawberry has a pink straw, and then the mint has a teal straw. So I wanted to make them all a little bit different, and then I also put different beads on all of them just to make them all unique and special. So I'm really loving how they're coming out, and I think I'm going to end the vlog at this point. And when I am done with these Milkshake plushies, I will be making a tutorial for it, so you can stay tuned for that. If you are interested in making these yourself, there will be a tutorial at some point or another. And yeah, that's really all I had to say. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and really had fun seeing the process of me designing the plushie from just a sketch on a piece of paper to the point where I have a finished plushie design. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.